I'm so excited to give you a sneak peek into our design business conference that we held in March at Ashton Gardens in Lehi, Utah. This event was a really fun activity that we opened up first to Design Suite members and then to other programs and groups, including the university and to any of our Marketing for Creatives membership, and then to the general public. So we did have a few people there who were not part of our regular Design Suite curriculum, but we were really excited to meet them and warmly have them, come into this family of friends and designers and creatives who were just really excited to be together. So before the event started, we had 2 days with just the coaches and our event director, Sarah. And what we were doing is getting all the DTFs ready so we could make all these gorgeous tote bags. We had these phenomenal sponsors, Silhouette, Caesar, and the 12 by 12 Cardstop shop, who had amazing things to put in these swag bags for all of our designers and attendees. We had shirts that we had to make, and you can see I'm wearing one of them today, that were for the coaches, so everybody knew who we were and they could find us and get help from us and teaching. We also had a lot of setup for the actual teaching. Shar in particular had a bunch of paper packs we had to build together. We also had to remember things like printers, Silhouette, Cricut, Caesar machines that we were taking to the event so people could use them so they could make stuff in our classes. We had a pretty awesome, tight schedule that was really based around the fact that for the last 2 or 3 events, we had done retreats for Design Suite members. Now, this meant that no one except for Design Suite members could come. One of those was in Hamilton, Missouri, where we stayed at Jenny Doan's retreat center and went shopping, and it was fun. There was only 1 day of teaching. And then the second one was in Bear Lake near my lake house. We had rented a really big facility that everybody was also sleeping in. And so we were together and we had food, and it was just a really fun activity. This event was nice because we were able to get the ticket quite a bit cheaper. And part of the reason we were able to get it cheaper was because we didn't do food. We just had everyone do it on their own and hotels. And instead we just really provided classes. And this ended up really being a great thing for my team because we could spend so much time on the material and making sure everybody had such a really, a good time. We kicked everything off with a keynote speech from me, and we had, I hope that they really saw that we were really into the theme of this conference, which is that our possibilities are limitless. So we had really fun folders where they could start building things. We had possibility journals that are available in my Amazon shop. And you can find out more about that at designsuitecourses.com/dailyplanner if you're looking for those things. But just having a good time and thinking of all the possibilities in our own design business. And I think that's a good space for it because you're amongst friends, you're amongst other business owners, and getting excited for the possibilities. We did have all these incredible pins that we were giving everyone depending on what program they were in. So it was really fun because some people had a pin for the University of Arts and Design because they were working on their master's degree there. Some people had Design Suite, some had Stars or Elite, which are high-level programs in Design Suite. Some people had the MCM membership, which is the Marketing for Creatives membership. We had people who had a seedling badge. That means they were new to us, which was really fun to have them there. It was really cool. And then we had badges for every single day that people received. And it became this really fun thing because everybody got very excited for the badges and they were excited for the badge of the day, which was pretty cool. We also sold DTFs of the things that we were wearing there. And so lots of people were buying the shirt DTFs. And in fact, our event coordinator, Sarah, went above and beyond. And so anybody who had bought a shirt or had a plain, whatever, she took them home and she heat pressed them all for people so they could wear them at the event, which was so cool. Someone had on a sweatshirt where they had put this Limitless on the sleeve, and it was absolutely fantastic. These in-person conferences are so incredible because it's such a great way for people to connect. And that's what we really wanted to see. And more than anything, we're always so proud of the members who are part of our program because we see that they go out of their way to share and care with the other people, which is so fun. We love seeing that. We love seeing them help each other, and we saw that throughout the classes.
Hi, I'm Miley, and Design Suite has been absolutely incredible and awesome, life-changing. I went from sitting around and playing and designing to actually putting my foot where my mouth is, and I'm selling. I have taken my designs, turned them into fabric, and I just learned how to do SVGs out of them. So Design Suite has given me the community, given me the skills, and now the knowledge to do what I want to do and actually go out and, instead of saying I can do that, I am doing that. So totally neat.
We had some incredible classes at this event. We had a whole day with Procreate for one set of classes, and we had another day where we were working on Illustrator and Business for the other set of classes. And in fact, we actually had an InDesign class where Julie showed scripts that I've never seen done before in InDesign. It was so incredible. And I even caught a little bit of it on our YouTube Live for that day. So if you want to check that out, it was really cool. And that's just on our YouTube channel at youtube.com/Karina Gardner, which I highly recommend you subscribe to because I do very random lives all the time of cool things happening in my company. So our second day, we actually had a tragedy happen with one of our members. And so I took care of that during the day. I was with that member. But during that time, it was so incredible because both Shara and Asia, who are two of our coaches, were running classes. One of them was planners. And it was like really incredible because people were actually building their planners and then printing them out. We had printers there for them so they could print them and bind them. Shara did a birthday banner, and they did that on Silhouette Caesar machines and had them all set up so that everyone could cut this banner. It was pretty cool to see everybody finishing up their projects, getting them done. We did spend the whole day because you were designing it, cutting it, testing it, which is actually a long process if you've never done it before, but really incredible stuff. Every day I ended with a meditation, and the goal of the meditation was to bring some inner peace and to really pay attention to ourselves in those moments. I think one of the best things about getting together as especially women and getting a break from maybe kids or family is this moment to really pay attention to what we need. And this felt like a really good time to do that. So we did a meditation every day. On day 3, we actually opened up the classes we were going to do in the mornings. We didn't do them. And the reason is because there were so many people who needed to finish up projects from the previous day. So that was really cool. And instead we videotaped those lessons and we sent it out to everyone who was part of the Design Business Conference so that they could enjoy them from online. Then our evening classes, or not evening classes, our afternoon classes, there was a mastermind business class that I taught, and there was also a sticker class, which was pretty cool. So trying to make sure that we did a lot of product variations. I mean, the whole thing with design business is understanding how to build products that actually sell, and that's really what we taught at this Design Business Conference. There really isn't anything quite like getting together with people that you love, who are of one of purpose, and that's what this event really felt like. Not only with my team, but with the members and everyone who showed up. I was so impressed by the way that they conducted themselves, the way they helped each other, and watching them all grow and build these friendships. It was just an incredible thing. I'm super grateful that we got to do this Design Business Conference. It's our 3rd live event as Design Suite, as a company. And I did announce at that event our next thing in 2026. And unfortunately, I don't know at the time of coming out with this video if it will be available yet, but we promised to release it first to our upper levels of Design Suite and to the Design Business Conference people first, and to then our memberships, and then to the general public. We suspect, based on the the results, and because we have a literal number that we are allowed to have come on this trip with us, that it will sell out. So keep your eyes out on the Karina Gardner YouTube feed, on the Karina Gardner Instagram feed, or your texts or emails if you're part of our email list, which, by the way, all you have to do is go to designsuitecourses.com/free. We give out freebies every single week. And you can learn more or be amongst the first to learn about the activities that we're going to be doing in 2026.